All right, so let's move to this next topic. Barack Obama did an interview. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I always wondered what was going to happen with the Old Man and the Three, which is JJ Redick's podcast that he had before he took the Lakers job. It's now turned into the Young Man and the Three, hosted by Tyrese Halliburton with the same co-host that JJ Redick had. Yeah, so
really,
yes. And his first episode and first interview was former President Barack Obama, right? And they was having a conversation, and they was talking to Barack about his pickup games that he used to play while he was the president. And he talked about how they played him real physical, like he was a real dude. They didn't cut no slack on him. And he was talking about one time his lip was busted, and he had a speech the next morning on live TV. He had stitches, and you could kind of see it. So he was like, yeah, his pickup games was real. And then they asked Tyrese Halliburton something about it, and Tyrese was like, yeah, I just read the room, and if ain't nobody else playing, it's like the All-Star game, And then Barack was like, ho. I'm gonna let y'all hear what he said.
Did you play in these games? Well, I just read the room. It's like the All-Star game. You read the room. It's a precedent that's set.
Can I say something though? Y'all got to have a little more pride in that All-Star game. I mean, look, it's not as if y'all don't play pickup during the summers,
right?
So there's, how to play in a way that, all right, I'm not going to hurt anybody. I'm not going to take anybody out. But that All-Star game's it's broke, man.
Well, I mean,
like people just like not running. Everybody just trying all kinds of.
Well, I'm not.
It used to be when Kobe and Michael and Isaiah, those guys were playing, man. I mean, they weren't playing the way they did regular season, but they wanted to win.
This sounds like a conversation with my pops right now. He gave me the same speech.
It insults the game.
Well, all I said is my first All-Star game, I came off the bench. So I'm just reading the room of what's going on, and I'm just going to adjust to whatever.
No, I agree, but everybody needs to be just like, all right.
We got to lock in better.
Lock in better.
Well, we had
because you're showing out. This is this is your business. This is your product. You don't want people thinking y'all out there just half-assed.
That's a good point. We had a full meeting before last year's All-Star game.
And it didn't work.
It didn't work. Who came in? I'm so mad at myself. Larry Bird came in there and gave us a speech about taking it more serious.
Take it more serious.
Could they change the stakes, though, in a real way? To do something to make it where it's like...
I mean, the problem is y'all get paid so much now. Although the in-season tournament turned out better than I expected.
Yeah.
Right? Where people, the incentive there, but partly because the game counted towards the season. Mm-hmm. But y'all need to do something. Because
we got to figure it out.
Because I ain't watching that thing no more.
Yeah, I don't.
That's embarrassing, bro. Go ahead, Chris. Yeah,
no,
please. That's embarrassing.
What it is?
Hold on.
Longevity. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let Chris go real quick. Hold on.
So I have been saying this for the last couple of years, and just take a look at MLB's All-Star game. Right, there's actual reward for the winning team of that game. The winning conference gets home field advantage in the World Series. I feel like the NBA needs to implement that as well. Like the winning conference gets home court advantage in the finals. It makes you have something to play for.
I disagree, man. You can't incentivize playing hard. That's supposed to already be in you. If that's not in you, you can't fake it. You can't manufacture it, and that's the issue we're having. Everybody's trying to fake and manufacture everything to make it look like what it used to be. And it's not there. Like if you don't have Kobe's mentality, which he got from the guys that he studied. Remember, these guys not studying anybody no more. They're not studying the history. Kobe studied MJ, Dr. J, Big O, his dad, Jelly Bean, Tony, all types of dudes, man. Bernard King, he studied them, and he had heart. It meant something to him. It don't mean that. I mean, come on, this dude said, I just read the room and what everybody else on, that's what I'm on. So he's a young guy in his first All-Star game, and he show up and he looked. I mean, I don't know if you remember when Anthony Edwards came in the All-Star game. He said, man, we ain't come here to play hard. We on vacation.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be one of the faces of the league. And Halliburton's looking like, okay, he ain't taking it serious. Neither is LeBron. They had to have Larry Legend come in and give them a pep talk before the game, and Halliburton couldn't even remember who gave him the pep talk.
Wait a minute. He played
Longevity, bro.
He played for the
Longevity,
Pistons.
dog.
He didn't know that.
Ain't nobody trying to get hurt out there, bro.
He used to.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Find a new
Ain't
contract.
nobody trying to get out
a
there
whole
and
bunch
hurt.
of money.
But hold
Yeah.
on.
Then why was they doing it in the 90s and early 2000s then?
Here's my
They
thing
got
about
It was
paid
more passion.
here's my thing about that, right?
That was
We are by far further advanced medically than what we were in the 90s, right? And y'all see this longevity stuff, right? You know, people are healing faster, they're doing things to their body that's making them stronger, last longer on the court in the sport, right? So with this technology, like if you progress technologically, why are you regressing in product?
It's not worth the risk, though. It's not worth the risk.
Yeah,
If you're already putting this into your body,
another big contract and sit on the bench, act like I'm hurt.
Well, hold on, ain't that what
And then
Kawhi
in my
doing? How
contract
they worth the
season-
risk if the contract's guaranteed? It's not like you go get cut like it's football.
No, they looking for the next contract. So if I already got a $60 million contract and I'm coming towards the end of it, oh, guess what? That last year, I'm going to play hard so I can sign another stupid contract and then sit out, act like I'm hurt.
I can't do it.
see,
Longevity.
I feel like there's more of a problem with that because if you're only playing hard 1 year out of a 4-year contract, your body's not used to that 1 year, which means it's going to break down faster. It's going to break down more.
Look, they
working out. They're working out hard. They just shutting it down.
This how
when
you
it
do
comes
it,
to
Eric.
the game.
Eric, this how I'm gonna do it. Name one game you played in on TV that you didn't play hard in. Mic drop.
Because I was trying to get my money. When
But
I got
Eric,
my money, I set out
you
some.
ain't never not played hard, Eric.
When I got my money and I was hurt, man, I was thinking about the next season on a new contract. I'm thinking about taking care of my mama, my kids, my family, buying me a new car. Come on. But once you get that bag, it changes your mentality.
There you go.
It changes your mentality because you achieved what you've been trying to get your whole life, and you want to keep doing it.
I agree with that, but I think that's part of the problem, though. I think that's part of the problem because
I agree. It's the problem.
It's the problem. It's part of the problem. I think you're right, though. I think once you get there, especially
it's a business move.
Kids came from
nothing.
Business
move.
There you go. It's a business move.
Nothing. They came from nothing and they get the bag. I mean, I'm sure it's a lot.
It's a business move when they cut you. It's a business move when you preserve your body because you got to invest in your body.
But we act like we don't know what's going on, right?
Exactly.
If you look at the NFL, the Pro Bowl was trash for 5 years, and then they said, "Man, we're going to take the flag football."
Mm-hmm.
It's again, sports is a microcosm of the whole world. Look, nobody wants to do anything hard or 100% no more. Pause on the hard, but so the NBA needs to get rid of the All-Star game altogether, and then go to pretty much shooting from half court, a skills competition. The numbers of people watching the All-Star game has steadily been declining for the last 5 years, 10 years. Make it something altogether different, because if you're really trying to save your body, pause, for the rest of the season, then don't even have the guys suit up. Still do an All-Star break, go to a city, turn the city out, make money, throw your parties, do what you're doing. But having a game that's going to look like that, you're better off just not having a game.
I got a question for y'all guys. If y'all was Kawhi Leonard, look how much he got just by dragging it alone instead of playing and really ending his career. I would drag it alone.
Hey, keep dragging it. Keep dragging it.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's why the game ain't like
integrity anymore. I can't
respect you can say what you want to, but as long as your bank account got them zeros in it, that's what matters.
I understand getting your check, man, but like there's no integrity behind it.
That's because you're a fan. You're not out there putting your body on the line.
But you still should have pride in the work and the product that you're putting out.
No, because if you go out there and get hurt and you lose $100 million, you can sit at home with your pride all you want to.
Yeah,
Well,
but
if you
hold on.
be
Name
responsible
the last ACL or Achilles that was ruptured or tore in the All-Star game.
You're not, because they ain't playing like that.
Mine when I was running to turn the TV.
No,
I wouldn't play hard either in the All-Star game. I'll just be out there having fun.
Eric, when you play basketball, you get hurt more often than not when you're not playing hard. You know how many times I twisted my ankle just because I was trying to lollygag? And
no, and that's you. You don't treat or you don't train like I was doing. I'm good.
It doesn't matter.
It's
though.
like the All-Star game is like a practice you don't want to go to.
That's not what it was before, though, Eric. It's like that now.
Oh, you're right. It's was an animal
like
before.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
And that's what Obama is saying. He was saying before, them dudes cared. Kobe cared. MJ cared. They don't care no more.
You're right.
So it died.
I wouldn't care because as soon as I can't produce, I'm gone. But the way they saying, come on. Money talk, bullshit walk. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to curse. But you know what I'm saying?
I seen
money talk, dog.
Hey, you know what it is? The players are recognizing the business side of it, just like you recognize the entertainment side. You less entertained, but they understand the business side of it.
I seen a comment in the chat that I kind of agree with, man. Start cutting these dudes game checks instead of week checks, man.
Well, no, you can't cut you can't mess with the money because the NBA is still actually making that money, and I don't want to give an owner or the commissioner or whoever else that's making the money a break by shortchanging the players. So you can never mess with the players' money. But what you should do, somebody had made a comment earlier. He said, "Stop keeping stats, just keep the final score." And people will start playing basketball a lot better.
Just for the win.
Yeah, just keep the final score.
I ain't gonna lie, in college, I know the thing Michael Jordan said. He told Kobe, if you look at it, you score 6 points a quarter, add that up. That's at least 24 points. You got 4, 6, 12, 24 minimum. Like, you play by the stats because that's what gets you paid.
Well, that's what they're doing now. That's what they're doing now. Phone lines are open, y'all. Yeah. We're going to take 2 phone calls on this one, then we're going to move. Dominque, you ain't saying much.
Unknown caller.
What's that?
That wasn't me.
Hello?
What's going on with y'all?
What's happening?
Mel ain't got his phone on. He would know. He probably would have avoided this call here if he would have seen me. He be doing that shit all the time.
Real quick, y'all. I got Eric on my phone, so stop calling that phone. Call the phone that's on the screen. That phone number. If you want to call in, don't call this phone now because I have the guest on that phone. Go ahead.
No, but the problem is, man, they pay these players too much money, man. I mean, Kobe made all the money. He still cared about the game up until he tore his Achilles, and he knew it was over after that. You know, you can still have passion for the game and still get your money. Kobe was the prime example for that. Tim Duncan, AI. I mean, the best All-Star game was that game when them boys was going crazy, man. AI and Kobe and them and Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan. I mean, dudes, they had passion for the game, man. That's just how they was raised. These players, they just getting too much money, man. They don't care. They just getting their money, eating, smashing these girls off. Zion's the prime example of that. Anthony Edwards, this dude got like 6 kids, bro. It's just ridiculous. Man. They want to be rappers. They want to be rappers. And that's why the viewership gets less and less every year. People are not really watching the games. Regular season, playoffs, finals.
Yeah, that's and I think some of the players are affected by how much money they're making. But we're talking about the All-Star game. We're talking about the greats. We're talking about the
think
great
those
players.
Back then was the last of a dying breed.
Thank
man.
you. That's my whole point.
100%.
That's my whole point. That's my whole point.
I've been saying that.
It was passion.
Yeah.
Now it's about the dollar.
Exactly.
That's it.
Right. There you go. All right. Thanks for the call, Chris. Who was that? Is that Chris?
It sounded like it.
Yeah.
And I'm all for securing your money, man. But
we got another call from San Jose.
Not at the sacrifice of the game, man.
Right.
I just want to say one thing. I think that it's what Mel said. Yes, okay, it's about money, but it's also about the mindset, right? Like, how many people on the panel have kids?
I got a dog.
Yeah, I got kids. I got kids.
My daughter going to a Ohio State to play basketball next year.
Congratulations. Oh my gosh. Shout out to your daughter. Incredible. But a lot of, and I know that everybody's raising their kids to be great, but I'm sure that we see a difference, right? Kids, every generation. I think
my daughter told me for a Sweet 16 she didn't want a Range Rover.
That must be nice.
That was work. With 2 sets of rims, 2 sets of 24.
2 sets?
Winter and summer.
Lord have mercy. My bad.
Kids, they have access to a lot. Kids have access to so much more now. Social media. I think it's about money, but I think it's also about recognition. So these players today, they want the glory, but they want to be able to be recognized for the most amount of accolades and awards with the least amount of work. And that's how it is, right? That's what we see in work today. People want, stay-at-home jobs. They want to be able to work from home. They don't want to go out and work. How many guys do we know today that want to work with their hands? It's not very cool. I'm just saying, like, things have changed. So I just think, back then guys were willing to work hard for so much less. The endorsement deals were a lot less. The contracts were a lot less. And guys are making more money than they ever have. And they're doing less. They're giving less. The fans are getting less. And fans don't even know because they're not watching anyway. They're just watching whatever highlight on social media, or they don't actually watch. So, if LeBron says something, nobody's even going to check because nobody watched anyway. They saw some highlight. Like, everybody thinks Bronny hit that shot. They didn't watch the game. They didn't watch anything. So things don't have to be true. Right? You don't have to actually be good. You don't actually have to work hard and accomplish anything, because you can be just as bad as Bronny and show up to the league and instantly become a Kardashian.
We got a caller from San Jose on the line.
Go ahead, San Jose.
Peace. Am I on right now?
Yeah.
Yep.
You're on.
Yeah, this is Brother Juma, man. Much respect, man, to all you guys. I listen to Mel and Dom. I've been listening to y'all for a minute. I've just been trying to have enough nerve to call and whatnot. But you guys are talking about, and just thanks to you guys keeping it 100 and not being spooky. Just keeping it plain and, watching the game and keeping to the stats. And it is what it is, not making no crap up. But are you guys talking about Obama still?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I was just gonna say that it is embarrassing when the president has to say something like that. I mean, that's the president of the United States. I mean, I put in the chat, he basically, he mentioned stuff like, I'm paraphrasing, but he said, like, kind of like, hold yourself accountable. This is your product. I'm not watching that thing no more. And that's just crazy for him to say that, but it's the truth. You basically, there's basic things. I hate to just gripe on it because I mentioned it in Mel and on Dom's show that Bronny's not a child. He's getting paid. I don't think ever in the history of the NBA has a 55th pick received a full guaranteed contract without putting a toe on the court. I've never seen that before. And anytime, and even if it has happened before, when you get paid like an adult, you have to perform and produce like an adult. They can't call him a child. He's an adult. He's grown. When you're making that type of money, you can't have any excuses. And it's this double-edged sword. It's really just, it's pathetic. There'd have to be like a basic, I'm a recruiter. I work from home my whole life. I go out and I do job fairs and stuff with at-risk youth and DUI and whatnot. But the bottom line, all I'm saying is there's a job description, no matter what you're doing. If you're throwing a paper, if you're fixing pipes, if you're designing software, there's a job description. And there should be integrity when you accept that job. you know, and you're accepting the pay, you're accepting the 401k and whatever else comes with it, the hours that need to be worked, you know, and there's no reason why they're making these making this huge money that was basically on the backs of players in the past that they're not even acknowledging and giving respect to.
You know what?
Load manage.
That's a good point.
Sir.
And I never even thought about, you know, because Eric was saying that, you know, these guys don't want to get hurt. And, you know, it's just an exhibition pickup game for the All-Star game. But at the same time, it's expected of you to go out there and play and give us a good product on the floor like the people before you. And it's part of your job description. Like when you sign that contract, they're not saying that, you know, we want you to go dog it during the All-Star game. The expectation is that you go out there and really play ball. And that's part of what we're selling. That's how the NBA makes money so you can get your paycheck. Right. You know, that's part of the job description. And and just by you saying that, I'm thinking about other job descriptions. Is there any part of it that I could say, well, I don't want to do that when 100% because it might affect my health or me injury, but I signed up for it. You know what I mean? I can't go to I can't go to the military and say I can't go to the military and say if I get chosen to go and shoot guns here that, hey, you know what, that's going to affect my health. So I'd rather not. Let me go dog it. Now you can't do that. Like you have to do it.
Shit,
you gotta play ball. You gotta play ball.
If you can't, it's minimum job requirements, right? And if you can't do those minimum requirements, if you don't have a degree or if you don't have the maximum amount of experience, you know, within a certain amount of hours, you know, you can't be a class A driver without that type of license for a big rig. You know, I mean, there's certain types of certificates that you have to have. And if you don't have that, and then also, I really believe you should also interview, the interviewer should interview, I'm sorry, the employee or person that's interviewing, they should interview the company too. You guys have what we want: global expansion, 401k, insurance. And then you, at that point, if they don't have it, then you can not take the job. And then there's people behind you that are going to come up and interview. But if you cannot get the real talk, they have the NBA All-Star game. I'm 55. I'll be 55 in April. I haven't watched the NBA except for a few games here and there in the playoffs for like the last 4 or 5 years. Like it just breaks my heart. I'm just sick. But the All-Star game, I peeped into the All-Star game. Some told me just to watch, and it was disgusting to see that how people just walking across the court, and it was just a joke. So there has to be something where they have to be able, like the three main things in my opinion. There has to be something. I don't want to give like the owners, you know, like an opportunity to you know, take the brothers' money, but the brothers they really do need to look at it and be accountable. You know, because there's three things, and I'm done. They should be able to.
Can I say this one thing?
Certain amount of game. Oh yes, sir.
Let me just say this one thing. I just want you to think about this. How much money has the NBA owners made throughout the lifetime of the NBA?
Oh, I'm sure hundreds of billions. Yeah, I'm sure.
Billions of dollars,
I don't know.
Right?
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, if not trillions. I mean,
right? How many players is structured in a contract that they had to play so many games per year?
Yeah,
probably all of them, right?
No, not all of them.
Probably all of them, right?
Yeah,
they had to play so many games.
Isn't it like 65 to get 65 or something to get their award?
They just now starting to get money based on what players in the past did. Yeah, maybe the difference with this generation and the generations before, that this generation is a lot smarter. And they're smarter and they don't work as hard. You probably right. Maybe they need to do a better job in the All-Star game, but look, these players recognize, dude, I get paid for doing this. I can't afford to go out here and get hurt. I'm going to slack off some. Because why? Because if I go out there and get hurt before my next big contract comes through, the money I got right now is all the money I'm going to get. So I'm going to play smart. I'm going to pull back some, and I'm not going to give 100%. I'm sorry that you, as a watcher or a person that's being entertained, you're not excited. I apologize for that. But I'm going to go get my money because I'm going to go change the life of the people around me that I feel that it's important. So that's
hold on, Eric. Can I add on to that? Hold on, real quick. But Eric, we saying two different things, right? What we're saying is, it's not an entertaining product on the floor. It's not a good product on the floor. You're saying and what you're saying is,
I really don't care.
Well, hold on, Eric. Hold on, Eric. Let me say this. So what Obama said and what we're agreeing with is the product on the floor is garbage.
Fact.
And it needs to be and it needs to be fixed, or people are going to stop watching. And what you're saying is the product on the floor is garbage, but it's okay because these players are smarter.
They're smarter. They understand.
Right. No. But Aaron, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
I agree.
From Florida.
Hold on, Eric. I agree that the players are smarter. You're telling us why the product is trash, and all we saying is the product is trash and it shouldn't be. You're just giving us a reason why we should be okay with it.
Just imagine up and moving to Miami, and you got to move your family. You got to find another career because they say they don't want you no more because you got hurt.
That's a different topic, though, Eric.
No, that's
like I don't understand that.
Okay, so hold on. So your response to Obama saying that the All-Star game is trash is what?
Don't nobody want to get hurt. Don't nobody want to really get care.
But we still have an issue. We still have an issue. The product is still trash. After you make that statement, the product is still trash. How do we fix that?
How? I know how to fix it.
That's a good thing. I told you.
Now, let me make a statement after it's finished.
You got to give incentives or perks. I don't know. I ain't got that help
either. But I know the players
I ain't got that help. They doing. Melvin.
No, they're not, because it's going to sabotage the league. The All-Star game is going to be gone.
Bro, they not worried about you watching the game. You're 40-something years old. They do not care about you watching the game. They care about the next generation coming up that's probably still watching the game. They're still buying tickets. The stadium ain't losing seats because you ain't watching the game.
They are losing seats.
Hold up. Let me mention that real quick. So they have to care about us because we're the ones paying for our kids to go to those games. You know what I mean? So if basically it's going to be
really don't care because your kids are going to entice you to go. I mean, like it's basketball.
We're paying though. The kids can't afford. Well, that's what I'm saying though. So when you say that they're smarter, and I'm not here to clown or check or anything like that. I just want to, I enjoy the conversation. But if you're saying that they're smarter, a fool and his money is soon parted, right? And they're basically out of shape. They wait. They wait for the league to start before they're in shape. So they're not taking it seriously. Jerry Rice and Kolb and Jordan, all these people. Stockton. All these. Once the game was over, once the season was over, they're back at it again. Also, then you got these guys that are just impregnating. Yeah, but all players should be like that. It's a small percentage of people that get into the league, so they should take it. It's like working for Facebook. There's a small amount of people that can work for Facebook or Tesla. Like, you want to cherish that position, so you want to do what you can to stay in shape to keep the job. But also, like the pregnancy rate, you got all these brothers that are like a raw dog on these females and getting all these women pregnant. They're just jump offs. They're wasting their money that way. Then you got gun charges and stuff. Like, if they really were smart about their money and thinking about generational wealth, they'd only need one contract. Like one. Let it be 35, 15.
But the thing is, what about this?
God forbid 150 million over
a lot of
5
money
years.
because it was new money, and nobody in my family had money ever. I messed up a lot of money.
Right.
I didn't know.
We all have.
I messed up a lot. Melvin, y'all know it. I used to do dumb stuff. I messed up a lot of money. If I had the knowledge or the guidance that I know now, I have a lot more. But I'm still good. But it is what it is.
Can y'all tell me one thing? I heard everything y'all said. Tell me 1 year, because y'all said y'all lose the entertainment in the league. Show me when the NBA owners was in the red. Any team.
They're not going to be.
Show me any team that's in the red right now, because you don't like the game no more. Show me where they in the red at.
There's not. So
I definitely don't want the owners to get that money. I just want them to be responsible with the money they have. I have 2 daughters who love the NBA. It costs us about $300 just to go see a game. Before the Warriors even moved to the new arena. They should have some integrity in that. I definitely don't want the owners to have the money. We should take that. Real talk. We should take our money and open our own league, like what Kobe and what Ice Cube were trying to do. We don't need them anymore.
We tried that already. Kyrie tried that, and Carmelo tried that, but LeBron stopped it. But go ahead.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is that they just need to be accountable. The bottom line is when you make that money, you have to be accountable.
All right, thanks for the call, brother. We got to clear the phone lines, man. Yeah,
Brother Jim, I appreciate you, Mel. Dom, y'all holding it down. I'll reach out to the rest of you guys too. Keep doing what you're doing, y'all. Much respect.
Thanks.
Can I say one thing, guys?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you guys who watched videos back in the day? Did you watch MTV videos or BT videos?
Yeah.
Of course.
Do you watch them today?
No.
Do they still come on today?
They on YouTube.
Not on TV, on YouTube.
But like you,
what did she say?
you still watch them, Zoe? You still watch videos from time to time?
On YouTube. You can't find them on TV.
Yeah, YouTube.
No, but so you watch them on YouTube though.
Yeah, sometimes.
Nobody else does. Jay didn't even know that videos are still made. Chris, you don't watch videos either?
What are we talking about?
Videos.
Do you watch music videos?
No, not really.
I mean, that's like the All-Star game.
I used to
Honestly,
watch
like,
106
they used
Park.
to
That was
be
about
really
it.
good. Do you guys remember when music videos used to be really good? You used to wake up and watch them. You used to go to watch 106 in Park. Do you remember how popular 106 in Park was?
106 in Park was my joint.
Like,
Shout out to my girl Raxa Diaz.
I got a call up. I got one more call on the line too, man.
Okay.
Go ahead, bro.
But before we take the call, I got a question for y'all. Don't answer it yet. Just think about it. Could they fix the All-Star game by making it a G League exhibition game where the winning team all get guaranteed 2-year contracts?
No, the type of players and the type of players that existed in the 90s and early 2000s don't exist in this environment. So you will never get the All-Star game back until you change the mentality of the players.
Again, but the whole thing that I was saying was you have to the All-Star game is gone. You have to change it to something different. I already said that 20 minutes ago. You got to change it to something different. I'm saying now, what do you change it to?
It's not an All-Star game though.
But I'm not rewarding players. I'm not rewarding 2-year guaranteed contracts to people who ball out for one game, and then that's money I got to pay.
But you already got to be. You got to already be G League All Stars to make the game.
Guys,
So
Mel
it-
said
it- it-
Mel
it
said
ain't
it
great
best.
point.
Honestly, what Mel said is true. You cannot pay for pride. Nobody makes you guys get up every single day and go to work. Like your paycheck, if your paycheck
every day.
Yes, but if your paycheck isn't doing that for you already, then what will? If your paycheck can't convince you to get up every day and go to work and play with pride and have some level of pride and self accountability, then nothing will.
Listen,
they found the loophole in it. They found the loophole.
The $50 million a year that these guys are getting already isn't making them show up and go to work and play with pride.
No, because they want another $15 million contract.
Exactly.
You're right. We're not going to get the All-Star game back.
It don't make sense. Like people y'all keep saying that I'm not gonna play it hard in the All-Star game because I want another contract. Like we don't have a history of people getting hurt in the All-Star game. We don't.
You ain't gonna have one because they know what to do.
No.
When they were playing actual basketball in the All-Star game, nobody got hurt.
Y'all got to make me call some of my league buddies so they can tell you the same thing.
Call Corey. Call Corey. No, please call Corey. Please call Corey.
Hey, what's going on, caller?
Go ahead. You got a caller. Go ahead.
Nino, what's happening?
Hey, I think we missing another step to it too. I think it's the ring culture that's responsible for most of this. Cause I'll say this, I heard this on TV the other day, and they were saying they don't care what was it Joel Embiid or Paul George doing the regular season. They gonna wait till the playoffs. So we heard this for the last.
Yep, you're right.
It wasn't.
We heard this for the last 12 years, right? So how long before the players was gonna get in their head? They don't even care. Allen Iverson was my favorite player. I never watched the All-Star game. I never watched even when he lost in the finals and said, "Man, I only care about AI winning the finals. I want to watch AI play basketball." But now you got on TV, most people, if it ain't the finals, they don't really care what the players do. So in the players' head, it was only going to be a matter of time before they say, "Man, I don't even care about this shit. We're going to wait till the finals. Right? I'm just trying to get them, trying to make it to the playoffs, play for the finals." Everything is about the rings now, which is, it's always been about you want to make it to the finals. But All-Star games, other stuff that was going on, it would have been more important instead of a debate show the next day about, we don't care what he did against this player. It's just about the final. That's right.
Yeah, the best All-Star game, the best All-Star
that
game.
ring is an accolade. That's gonna get you that contract.
Exactly.
Look, I get it. The best All-Star game I've seen in a long time was the one we just witnessed with the WNBA. That thing was legit.
Ooh, that was hard. It
was hard.
Ooh. Hey, Mel, so what do you think? Do you think the NBA could do something like that?
Bro, listen,
the
the environment doesn't exist anymore to produce a player that cares about the All-Star game. It just doesn't exist. Like the environment still, but the environment exists in the WNBA. They still play hard physical defense. They still utilize their big men. They still utilize the posts. They still are out there playing with passion, right? You know, they're not doing that in the NBA. They're trying to bring it back. You know, that points
$50 million. See how passionate they are.
I don't think it's the money that's doing it. It's not the money. It's not the money that's doing it. It's the rule. Hold on. It's not the money that's doing it. It's the rule changes that's making those players less. Yeah, they're making them softer players. It's the rule changes. Remember they changed the rules so the players could play against lesser defense, lesser physicality, no posts, all that stuff. They made them turn into pussies.
Whoa.
It was the Olympic game versus the All-Star team. Do you think the NBA could put what scenario could the NBA do? Like I heard y'all talking about the Euros, All-Stars versus the American, baby.
No. You can't do a gimmick. The scenario is install 90s defense, hand checking, physical play, post play, bring back the big man, all of that stuff. If you do that, it'll change in about a year or two back to where it used to be.
Well, they never gonna do that because that's not what they want.
Yeah,
correct.
So essentially, but even bigger than the NBA in life, no one right now, this whole generation of earthlings, no one wants to work real hard for anything. Period. So I'm trying to get the most I can get by doing the least I can do. That's the mindset. And you see it in the All-Star game, but we can complain about more than the All-Star game. We can complain about customer service at Texas Roadhouse. We can complain about, you know what I'm saying, what the flight attendants do on Delta. You could complain about whatever because we see it in the All-Star game, but we see it everywhere else. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
And I'm gonna tell y'all why the WNBA girls go harder. They wouldn't get paid like that. Russia was the big thing. Think about all the wars. Russia paid them. Them girls was getting $1 million, dog. Like I was over there with Holescloth, Tarasi. They was getting a meal ticket. So then with all this stuff going on, that money, they ain't going over there because they saw what happened to Britne. So all of them is stuck in the WNBA. Think about it. Ain't nobody going over there. I played in Ukraine and Russia, besides the other places, China. But ain't nobody really want to go overseas when they was paying big money. I was getting $2,000 a day. And them girls was getting the same thing. They value basketball.
I'm about to start working on my jump shot right now.